What's up, everybody? It's Richie Lynn, or RN, whichever you want to call me as. Probably wondering why I'm finally putting something up. Well, this is going to be linked to a review on Steam. See, a lot of people are getting negative reviews towards Starbound because it's been slowing down. That's not a surprise. This is not a major, thing. And Starbound, like they all have been saying, it's kind of an ongoing effort. And it's also kind of a very big endeavor. I mean, that's the thing with, say, Terraria. Okay? Terraria, yes, it's huge. Yes, it's a great turn of phrase comparative to what it's been basically aping Brainless, which is Minecraft. But let's get down to it. The one issue in this that really is stopping people is the fact that why has it become less than Terraria? It hasn't. Don't compare the two. They may look the same, they may have the same kind of art style, but they're not the same. They may have the same premise, but then again, Terraria and Minecraft had the same premise. Look how different they are. Do people compare the two a lot? Sometimes. But they don't call either one worse. Starbound is not worse just because it's taking longer. There's a lot more intuitive, and they are showing stuff. It takes them longer, yeah, because they're kind of involving multiple worlds and biomes and everything else. Whereas you have everybody clamoring towards Terraria saying, oh, this is the greater buy. No, it's not. If you want to actually spend the money on a game, either one is worth it. Because in the end they're the same price, but you'll get more time on Terraria. Well, no, I digress. You'll have more in Starbound because there's more planets, more place to run. See, procedurally generated is a nice thing. That's part of the game that I liked. It's why I've left Terraria to a degree. I still play. However, to say it's worse because it's not in release just because of it. No. No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. Okay? How many people ever really watch the dev vlogs? Honestly, I don't think that many who are saying, this game is a bad game, it's stagnating. I saw people reporting it for 3 hours of play. Alright. I'm going to admit, I had it cracked for a while. Why? I was testing it before I bought it. I played it for well over 4 days. I loved it. I bought it. And a friend of mine bought it, but I see no remorse towards it because I know, yeah, it's in early access. So are 4 other games that I've got. And do you see me really complaining about it? See, it's pretty well known that I'm pretty picky about things. To the point of, I won't play games unless I've already looked at it a little bit, seen the kind of backing that's being given by the community itself, and seen that the gameplay is at least adequate enough that I can back into it myself. Okay, the gameplay, yes, it's a lot like Terraria. It's not exactly Terraria because there are some differences, but those differences are pretty nice. I like the fact that you can have multiple biomes, multiple worlds, and every playthrough is going to be different when you're doing it single player. That's fine. That's fine. I love it. I like the fact that there is a modding community that has backed Starbound out the ass. Okay. And now, here's one that people probably do not know. Okay? Starbound, one of the mods in Starbound, a guy named Ru Jin, I'm hoping I don't butcher his name saying this. Rujin Zero made something called the Avali. Somebody else, who I know personally, kind of, a little bit, he kind of goes around the same I do, loved it so much, he made a 3D version in Second Life. Rujin went in and actually gave permission for the name. Went into SL, made a new account, and went to go look. And said, hey, this looks pretty good. You can use this kind of stuff. Here you go. Here's permission. Go ahead and use the name. That's how much people back this game. And to see somebody, and this is what's laughable about it. When I was reading the store page, I saw somebody flag it after 3 hours of play. I've got 4 days that are not marked. And I'm not meaning 4 days like me sleep and get on and that's it. No, I mean 4 days is in an exact 4 days worth of hours playing. And I have no problem with it. I mean, sure, it might update slow. That's fine. If it's enjoyable during that time, that's fine. Now, am I going to bitch smack them if they decide to just sit there in early access forever? Yeah. But given that they have the same kind of premise as Terraria, I doubt they're going to sit there. Because look at Terraria. Terraria released. Terraria looks nice. Terraria has a good artist. Oh wait, the same dude was working on this one. So, who's to say it won't finish? He may not have left permanently, but he still helps, as far as I've heard. That's why they're still working on it, and there's others on it too. They still have a team, so you can't say it's bad, just because it's taking longer. Because if you guys want to say that, I can go back into the past, bring up a game that got held back, I want to say well over a year. And a lot of people hyped the hell out of it, and it sucked. Like, me saying it, I could probably get shot. Superman 64. Held back for well over a year and a half. This is a, what was it, AAA release of a Superman game on the Nintendo 64, and it ended up being crap. And it was held back for well over a year. You would think, oh, they got an extra year to work on it. No, they got an extra year to make it suck. But what I've been seeing of this group, and the things that they have seen as mods that had become part of the game. Case in point, Skyrails. There's no mod for Skyrails anymore. Why? It's in the game. Let's go to Minecraft. There were mods for horses. Are there mods for horses now? Some. All it does is either make certain horses available, namely the zombie or skeleton, or alters it so the AI isn't dumb as a brick. Which is kind of funny because all the AIs in there are dumb as a brick. But I digress. This one has been evolving in a great way. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to see what goes on, and I'm going to talk to a friend, see if they can help me get a hold of it. And they did. I've been playing it for a little bit, transferred my characters over, which is nice. I was able to do that. And then we had somebody here saying, oh, you're going to lose your characters. No, you're not. No, you're not. And the characters are on your data. All you have to do is keep backups. That's it. You can't lose data if it's sitting in your computer. That's like saying that you can lose your keys when you're locked in your own house. It don't make sense. But I've been ranting long enough, I think. Well, actually, no. I might as well do the old-fashioned goody-goody two-shoes thing that I usually don't like doing. And give how I feel about the game, actually. Even though I basically just defended it to holy hell. Okay. Can I see things that could be changed? Yeah, I can. But are other people doing it? Yeah. Have they done something a step that Terraria never did at first? Mm-hmm. Terraria never made it that really easy to mod things. You literally needed to edit the EXE. Not many people know how to do that. Starbound has the ability to be modded. And it's actually been shown how to mod it too. So if there's something you really want and you know how to do the art, do it. Don't complain about it. I guess I should really not get in on people on that. I mean, I sit here modding Minecraft all the holy hell. So, but yeah. So what do I think about it? What would I say? I'm going to say the same thing I'm going to say on that review. Does it have its issues? Yes. Is it kind of slow on updates? Sometimes. Not always. Depends on if it's a major bug, major issue, game breaking, or not. If it's game breaking, I've seen game breaking bugs get fixed like that. But if it's not game breaking, they take a little time. There's a reason why. Okay, this is a small team of indie devs. They're independent. They're doing this out of their own time, pretty much. It's not a backed game. It's not like saying, oh, this is a new version of, say, Devil May Cry. No, it's not. They don't have the tons and tons of cash. So they're doing it, and they're trying to take time and make it, perfect. Per their setup. The same was said true with Terraria at the beginning. They took a little time, and look at how it ended up. Starbound's doing the same thing. And they're implementing stuff from us, too. That's better, in my opinion, than every one of these whiners who's saying, oh, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to you because you don't see any fun in the game anymore. If you feel that way, fine. Don't have fun with it. Go back to Terraria or Minecraft or wherever. I'm going to stay here because, you know what, I think it's fun. It's not a case of I think your opinion's less valid, no. I'm thinking the fact that my opinion is justified, unbiased, and I'm looking at it at the standpoint of being a programmer myself and knowing the kind of stuff they're trying to do with this big, expansive galaxy. Terraria, you can traverse the entire thing in less than 20 minutes. This thing, you couldn't traverse the damn thing in 20 hours because it's generated randomly. So, yeah, there's already gameplay there. And the boss fights, and people saying, oh, the pixels are too hard, pixels are too hard. No, it's not. That's called go explore. When you explore, you fight. When you fight, you also find the little pods that hold it. It's not that hard to get money. Hell, I've had times where I had to compress it to get enough space. There is tons of it blowing around, and there are tons of monsters to fight. Tons of free stuff. You don't have to do the old, oh, I just can't do this. Yes, you can. You just have to look. That's it. It's not that tough. And some of the boss fights, the creation of the bosses, as I've heard, is only a temp thing until they have actual quests. Which, oh yeah, I just remembered reading on the dev blogs they're working on the quests. So when that comes in, the mobs will probably be there. That's just like having achievements in Minecraft. It'll happen. You just have to give it time. This is an early access that it's pretty well known if you look at my list. I only have 2 in this one's list. My other account, which I do not share, has about 10. I play games for a damn living. That's what I do. And here I am watching people flag this thing bad because it's too hard or it's too tedious. Who cares? Every game's tedious. Get used to it. And if you think it's not, go play League of Legends or fucking Smite. They're both tedious as fuck. But League of Legends, you'll get bitch smacked just for making one mistake. Oh well, that's all the time I have left for this one. Take care.